Yo, what's up, everybody? It is August 21st, Thursday. And yeah, Corey,
Good morning.
Caveman Connors. What's
That's
up, buddy?
right. The caveman. I
That's
love
right.
that. Is it
Sustainability.
because of the bricks? That's the cave.
That is. Dude, we all live in the same caves.
Yes.
I spend my time in this whole place. And you got me, Avelio Matos, host of Packaging Unboxed podcast, and Corey Connors, host of Sustainable Packaging podcast. We're down one guy today. We're down Adam Peak. So before we're going to get started, let us know where you're watching from. I always love when we get like as far away as like Egypt, and maybe it, I say far away, but if you live in Egypt, it's not far.
Yeah.
It's far for us.
Far for us. It's amazing how the reach of this show is incredible, and we're honored and thankful to be a part of this community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a good time. So today we're going to talk about a couple things. Today we're going to talk about Apple is finally changing all of their packaging. All right. So you've felt all the stuff is changing right now, which is insane. And then Corey, you're going to talk to us about an event that you went to on some packaging stuff. So that's pretty cool too. I'm pretty excited to hear about that. But Adam's out. Where is Adam?
Well, it's quite a long story. He's spending his and that's why he won't be with us today. It's really a great story.
Yeah, he won't be with us today. So, awesome. All right, we've got some reach. We're in Atlanta. We're in Greensboro. What's where where Forrest Gump is from, Hugh? Right? Shrimp gumbo.
That's
maple
possible.
syrup.
Actually,
cool. We got Brooklyn.
Hey, Gene.
Let's see. We got Clayton. You're glad to be able to catch us live today because we've been super busy the first 2 weeks. You started a new job, didn't you, Clayton? How's that job going? Let us know.
I certainly understand being busy your first few weeks of a new job. So Clayton, I can relate.
Yeah, it's like you've got to get to know everybody.
Yeah.
You got to get to know what your role is. It's exciting. It's always exciting starting a new job, isn't it? Like
I even did a poll on LinkedIn. Like, what do you recommend doing as the new person at a new company? And got some really good insights from people. Most people were focused on process, getting to learn the process, how things flow through the company. And I thought that was really insightful.
Yeah. Yeah. He's having a good time at the job. Clayton, that's awesome. Do you get to eat all the Oreos? Like, is there there's got to be like junk food, right? Like, it's got to be like Hershey.
Yeah.
It's a whole city of food. Yeah, I remember the last new job I started was, I don't know, like 6-7 years ago. I was brought in to change process, so that was kind of a cool thing. But of course, people didn't really like me. So I spent. What's up, Chris Wilson? How's it going? I'm super stoked to hit a new episode coming out with Chris Wilson coming out here in the next week, Monday coming out. So I'm pretty excited. It's a group of designers that are sharing some insights. But yeah, I started this job. People didn't know what I was doing because I was there to change things. So I spent the first 2 months, like, I would show up, they wouldn't talk to me. They wanted nothing to do with me. Like, that guy is like one of the guys from Office Space that's here to like change everything.
Yeah. He's the Bob, right?
Exactly. I was a Bob, and I'm like, no way, man. That's not what I'm here for. So there was a Walmart on my way in. So I went into Walmart one morning. I bought one of those flat tops, like the griddles.
Yeah.
And I came in and I made pancakes.
Yeah.
Every day for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I just sat there and I just hung out, and I'm like, I've dished them out to everybody coming in, and we just BS'd. And then I knew I was in when one of the guys that was like kind of like he was a manager that didn't necessarily like me, and people knew that he didn't like me. And he came to me afterwards like, hey, how do you make those pancakes? I asked my mom. He's like, I asked my wife to make them.
Yeah,
and they are not as good as your pancakes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
that's awesome. You're in through the stomach.
dude, you got to figure out how to get in.
Yeah,
So I always thought that was pretty funny.
I agree.
Cool, man. So we're talking about Apple. So Apple packaging, everybody loves
Iconic. Yep.
yeah, super iconic. They're making some changes to their packaging. It's because of regulation. So you get a chance to kind of dig into some of that, Corey?
Yeah, I think it's important. This Truth in Labeling Act is really going to affect everything, in my opinion. This California law that will basically push back on any claims on packaging if they're not accurate, or if they're not specific. Like, you can't say recyclable if it's not curbside recyclable, where it's sold. Things like that will have a dramatic effect on labeling. I know you're experiencing this. I'm experiencing this, where people are saying, "Can I put this logo on? Can I use this the recycle symbol? Can I? What are the rules now?"
Yeah, and with Apple, it's actually pushed from some European regulations.
Hmm.
So not even the California one, which is
Yeah,
pretty similar, but this one
which are
Europe.
way far advanced, right? PPWR and all those laws are, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
the
they've had
packaging,
it said carbon neutral, right? That's
yeah, yeah. So the packaging has like a carbon neutral symbol on it, and that's being removed. But they're doing it now, even though the law doesn't happen until 2026.
yeah,
But
smart.
how long does it take to make packaging and get it into circulation
Well, that's a great question.
at this scale?
Yeah, how many months of packaging do they have at all at one time? I think is the question, and
Yeah.
uh, I think the answer might surprise some people. I know certain companies that will buy a year or two in advance of production to get a better deal, or just to
Mhm.
make sure they have the stock. But I'm sure they've got it all figured out.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the thing is like, even though it's not happening until 2026, they're doing it now and it's rolling out now. That means
Mhm.
they started this at the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
So if you're
great
a
point.
brand, right? So if you're a brand and you're like, it's not till next year,
Hmm.
like you have to be redesigning now.
Yeah.
You should have already been you should have already done it and been kind of in sampling and production at this point, so
Yeah.
that it rolls out by next year. Because you don't want to be caught with an excess inventory of packaging in
Yeah.
January 2026.
It's like designing for the holidays. If you're not designing or have your designs figured out this month or next month at the latest, you're
Dude, by like
probably, yeah.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm thinking more domestic production, but yes, I think you've got to be thinking way in advance with packaging.
Yeah. 100%. But I think it's kind of, I mean, this is a pretty big story.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it in very many places. I know Fast Company released an article on it, but it's a big story in that you've got to be making these changes. What exactly are the claims that you can't make? Carbon
Mhm.
neutral is one that they've got to remove because people don't know what that means necessarily in Europe. Um, whether
Right.
that means you're buying offsets, which isn't the most popular thing.
Hmm.
Um, you know, there's so many different combinations, and then there's also the idea of like all their packaging is plastic film
Yeah.
laminated, right? And then you got brands like Google that have done like the complete plastic free packaging system.
So impressive.
Yeah. And there's a lot of brands. I know Microsoft
Mi-
has kind of moved into
Miguel
that
over
direction
there.
as well.
Oh my gosh. Miguel is the man.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in that packaging for Apple. So keep an eye on that. I wish I had my mouse, but the one thing that sucks is that I've got to charge it and it's like tethered. And it's like, and it's underneath, so I can't even use it. It's the worst.
I can't believe they haven't come up with a mouse pad that charges it. Like, is that the next iteration? Like, you can put your phone on a surface and it will charge. Why can't they do that with a mouse, you know?
Yeah, they've got to figure out another way. I don't know that I can't work on a mouse pad. That
Oh,
that's so limiting. Like my brain is, I need to be able to like go and turn, and I need
Well,
full desk
but if you
range
had a surface that you could set it on
at night. Yeah.
while you're working, even like while you're
No.
not using it, yeah, right.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't touch it and be limited to space. That
sure.
just, it's claustrophobic. I can sit in a tiny closet. I can sit in a tiny little envelope, elevator.
Yeah, but you
I
need to be able
can't
to
sit on
spread your
outside.
wings while you're working. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Leah's saying that she started working on Halloween packaging in March.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
we
get
got
early.
thinking way ahead, and so difficult to do when we don't know what the rules are going to be. We talked about that yesterday at the International Fresh Produce Association. We had a demo day, which was incredible. 9 of the funded concepts for new sustainable packaging were presented,
Mhm.
and for export of produce. So this is a program, 25 or $30 million provided by the USDA, and the International Fresh Produce Association got, I think, five of that, $5 million,
Mhm.
and we'll get more in the future to invest in these new sustainable alternatives, which is really exciting. But we're talking about EPR laws, and they're so frustrated because they just, what do we plan for? I don't know
What
yet. This.
what packaging I don't work in produce. So
Yeah.
besides like the big cartons that they bring
Mhm.
like the bananas out into the grocery store, like what packaging is there in produce?
It was more about the labels that go on the fruit and
Mhm.
vegetables. It was more about the bags that are used in grocery stores, things like Sway. They were talking about that, and things like coating of the actual avocados or um, uh, cucumbers. There was one of the coatings was will eliminate the need for plastic, which was really great to see.
Coating on the food?
Yes, so it was a spray-on
Oh, that
edible
sounds
coating,
sounds
but
terrible.
it's all tested, it's all approved, it's all, organic, yeah, trust me. Uh,
What
no, I was impressed with it. It was really great to see, and these things are being used, and they're successful. They're actually extending the life of the products, which is the biggest problem in that industry is uh, loss of food due to sitting on the shelf for too long or in transit for too long. They
Mhm.
they told stories about produce coming from South America all the way to Europe and needing a 90-day lifespan to, so how do we package it so it will live that long or survive off of the vine? And it's a big problem.
Yeah, I don't want coatings on my food, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, right, Gene. Famous last words. Trust me,
Yeah.
it's edible.
Yeah.
Chris Olson, the material, nothing's changing on like the materials aren't changing. It's just the labeling. So removing the carbon neutral label and icon on Apple products because it's not necessarily carbon neutral in the way that it's understood. It can be a little bit confusing. So they've got to eliminate that confusion.
I wonder if they'll ever go away from their plastic lamination. I hope so.
At some point, they've got to. Um, they've got to
You
update it.
can
Plus,
do that. You can do that without that laminate. You can do, soft touch coatings on paper. Yeah.
yeah, but that's just plastic too, right? That's just a plastic based coating. But like, what's nice about this is like it's easy to wipe down through the entire production cycle. Like as they're filling it and moving it, you're going to get scuffs and bumps and stuff, so they can just wipe it because this is
Mhm.
wipeable. That's why you see so much lamination in beauty products
Yep.
because you're going to have oils, you're going to have build up in all the different steps, so they can wipe that down. I don't know. Like when I go grocery shopping, I don't grab those little bags to put my cilantro in or carrots in or whatever, and I just throw that shit in the. I just throw that stuff in the in the basket.
Raw
I bring
dog.
it home and I gotta I raw dog my vegetables. That's terrible. But I wash them when I get home. I wash them and then
Yeah.
I pack them the way I'm supposed to pack them.
Which you should wash them. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's certainly part of the process.
Yeah, and I hate having all those bags in my fridge because I knew if I put them in a bag at the grocery store, I'm going to keep them in that bag. If I don't, I bring them home. I got to wash them because I get grossed out. Um, and then I process them however I want to process them.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I saw like a video of the guy that's got an apple and he's scraping all that wax off.
Yeah.
It's like just tons and tons of it. And yes, it's edible, obviously, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean I want to eat it.
Right. Right. It's a real challenge that they have a very difficult task as produce growers
Mhm.
and companies that are making. It was at the Taylor Farms building. The Taylor Farms is the largest bagged lettuce company in the U.S. I think they make like 65% of any bag of lettuce that you buy at the grocery store.
Mm.
So they have a huge task in front of them for fresh produce and vegetables. It's just really
And
difficult.
the bagged stuff is the stuff that's already processed and like in a sealed
It's
bag, right?
processed, it's cleaned, it's mixed, it's got all the, it's a Caesar salad mix, or it's a, all whatever mix it is that you're, using. It's very convenient. It's a convenience thing.
Yeah.
It's not the head of lettuce that you have to chop up and add in the carrots, and it's the bag that you dump onto your plate and you can eat right now.
That sounds so unappealing. Hey, it's the bag of food you can just dump on your plate and eat. And it's
Well,
been
it's
processed.
delicious. It's very popular. We're certainly a customer, but I think they have a very difficult task in front of them, and they were all very open with the fact that EPR legislations and laws and all these things are very challenging to them because, like we just talked about, they're planning ahead and they're trying to make sure their packaging is within the regulations.
Yeah. No, and then not to mention like all just like the listeria outbreaks and all the other things, but that happens on raw veggies as well. So it's not like one or the other, but
Yeah,
yeah,
several of the berry
packaging is
companies
super.
were represented, and they were talking about, well, what if plastic packaging is outlawed? What do we do? We've tried uh, paper boxes for
Yeah.
raspberries. It just does,
It just rots.
it just doesn't work as well, and it's not waterproof, and so there's so much work being put into that, and millions of dollars, and hundreds and thousands of people trying to make this happen. So.
Yeah. No, dude, I ate an orange this morning and looking at the sticker on it,
Yeah,
it's like, oh, product of South Africa. I'm like, holy crap, this thing came, I'm eating this thing from that was in South Africa a couple weeks ago.
right.
Like
Or
the
months
amount of
ago. Yeah, who
yeah,
knows?
or months ago.
Yeah. It's such a I was so overwhelmed. They showed some of the
And dude,
time
and I'm in
frame.
Arizona. We have oranges like my neighbor had oranges on their tree. They're gross, but they're like, they're there. It's like, oh,
I
what?
won't tell them you went to their backyard.
Dude, there's crap just falls like on my side of the yard. I don't know. All right, man. So let's wrap this thing up. Adam's out. I think he'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do pack of the week. We'll pick some stuff. If you guys have worked on any kind of packaging, Chris, Gene, you any kind of packaging, Leah, Leah, I'd love to see some of the stuff that you guys did for Halloween.
Yes,
Halloween's like next
please.
week, so send DM us some of the packaging you've worked on. We'd love to share it tomorrow on Pack of the Week. Kind of talk about like what you've done and work through like the full design breakdown of it, which is a lot of fun. Just to let you guys know, we're reconsidering the daily show.
Yep.
It's a heavy lift. So we're probably looking at cutting a couple days out of the week. If there's any days that you guys prefer that we do the show, if you guys enjoy the show, we want to make sure that we continue building this community. Let us know. We take that into consideration, but we do appreciate being here and you guys joining us.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. We'll see you tomorrow. I hate using my finger on this trackpad instead of the stupid mouse. Damn it, Apple.
It's working.